Well, hey Kent, I was wondering while I got my Mercedes here and we're working on that back bumper. I was wondering if now down where I'm from, this ain't really no big deal. But lately I've been driving some friends around and they've been complaining about the way that I had to shorten up this seatbelt here because the knots don't. I don't know. Some people say it's just not like safe or whatever. I don't see what the problem is. It seems like it'll work to me, but I don't know. While we got you here, do you think you could maybe, help me fix this old deal here too?
I feel kind of bad for Bo. I'm gonna have to tell him again. I'm not gonna be able to fix this. This is not fixable. Once one of these retracts on these shoulder harnesses fail, just forget it. Your best option is go and find a good use pot. Your best option is just go find a good use part out of a similar car. And when I say similar, I mean you need to pretty much stick with the year and the model within just a few years. Even with a W123 chassis, there's two different types of shoulder harnesses. So you have to be careful which one you get. This is the key right here. You want to make sure that the end of the belt that you see here is exactly the same, the end of the belt that goes into the latch, because there are a couple different varieties. You'd hate to buy a used one and get it shipped to you and find out it's not going to fit. So I've already tested this. You can see right here how it goes in and locks. I tested before I install it. Now a little bit later today, I'll show you how we're going to pull this panel off, get the seat forward, and replace this right side shoulder harness. Testing, 1, 2. To replace this shoulder harness retract mechanism, I've got to remove the cover on this door post right here. And I can do that by removing these 2 Phillips screws on this cover trim piece. You have to lift up and out on this and then pull it straight down like that, because it's got this groove that this edge fits into. And then this piece pulls down like that because there's a little hook up at the top. Okay, when that's removed, there you can see the retract mechanism down here. So I have to remove this bolt here, this number 17, this bolt here, and there's a bolt up at the top. I'll get those bolts out and then we'll pull this assembly out of here. I've said this before, but working on these old W123s is not hard. I just gave Bo a wrench here and showed him what to pull off, and I said, hey, you go for it. You can save a little money if you do the work yourself. Bo's got the replacement belt set in place, and he's tightening the bolts down. But before you do that, I went over there and I kind of showed him, you want to make sure that the mechanism is working and it's not twisted, that it's working properly as you're sitting in the seat. If you get a little confused, I had him go look at the driver's side so he could see the orientation of the latch and get that right. Now he's in there tightening the bolts down securely, getting ready to put that cover back on. All 3 bolts are tight. You want to make sure those are really tight. And now we're going to put the cover back on that center post. Notice at the top there's a clip, right at the top. Now that clip has to go into a hole up towards the top of the roof. And let's see if Bo can do that. Slide that clip in first, and then we can put that bottom trim piece on. What do you think? Is it secure, Bo?
Not yet.
Okay. Pull it down and push in hard, and then push that cover up.
Oh, there we go. I got that there.
Okay, way to go.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can get that bottom piece on and we'll give it a try.
Well, boy howdy, Kent, I tell you what, man, look at this. My friends are gonna be so happy to see that I ain't gonna have to listen to nobody giving me a hard time no more at all. Look at that, bang, yeah, yeah. And then the bumper, no more rattling, none of that rattling. Oh, that was driving me nuts. But yeah, you know, I probably could have watched your videos and done all this on my own, but you know, Kent, you're such a nice guy. I just like coming down to hang out with you anyway, you know. But yeah, I guess I'm ready to roll. Thanks a lot.